Honestly, I kind of like the fact that I've trapped you all in here with me, and Megaman powered up in the room. It's just kind of a fun, sick pleasure I get of making you have to watch me play this game again and again and again and again with slight variation. But I'm still enjoying myself because it's cool Mega Man game. Would everybody else be like, please God, Crash, this is a forever project. You need to get us out of this. We can't handle another forever project. But, you know, thankfully the forever project's almost over, actually. And we can go play a different Mega Man game within a couple of weeks. Yeah, Crash, you play bad Mega Man games like Megaman PU is bad game. It does not have dashing. There is no X or 0, and there is no... shit, I lost the bit. Damn. Well, whatever. It's fine. we have new and improved stream, everybody. As y'all noticed, I have a fan art reel now. Instead of me scrambling to manually update the fan art reel, whatever featured fan art would be there for the day, the stream, I have now managed to just put everything in a folder, put a caption of who made the fan art next to said fan art, and then OBS just has like a reel to play all the things in a given folder. So like now, not only do I not have to select shit anymore, but now also the machine is doing the work for me. It's great. And if I ever have new fan art, I can just dump it in the folder, and then they'll also get to be featured. And plus more people get to be featured, and more art gets to be featured with every stream. It's great. Everybody wins. Thank you for the accent. It is very, very Vinny-esque. Fan art reel helps put everything together too. Yeah, it does. It makes it feel a little bit more professional. And hey, you know what else is a little bit more professional? The fact that I think I have a good PNG tubing program now. For anybody who missed it in the Discord server, I sacrificed the fact that now my mouth is just gonna be one shape. It's not gonna be multiple shapes, and it might get a little bit stale for the fact that now I have a software I don't need to reset to resync the mouth every 40 minutes. Because through all my testing, it seems that Vtuber is the one that doesn't actually fuck up. But, you know, the problem is, of course, it gets a little bit, a little repetitive. Once Nulk is done with his current commission that I have him doing, I'm going to have him make a new model to kind of be a little bit, you know, a little more animated. Something that has probably like a couple frames of just like, you know, wiggle and wobble to it around the outline or something else going on. And then during the speaking animation, it just kind of goes, whoa, lots of different mouth movements to, you know, make things different, keep things interesting. I know, finally, new PNG program. It really is the chains breaking off. I mean, I am going to post a chains breaking off image the moment that I get done with my 3D model, which, hey, I'll talk about that a little bit too as we get into the game. But yeah, it's cool to be back. And it's even cooler to be back to know that, like, hey, there are currently at least 4 chatters here come to greet me immediately. So, you know, the worst fear of people forgetting you is still dispelled just like it was last year this time of year. That was a very awkward sentence, but, you know, honestly, we don't do non-awkward sentences around here. I don't exactly know how to speak good when on the spot. Yeah, it'll do until the Blender model's up and running. Alright, speaking of up and running, let's get LowTierElecMan up and running. He needs to get his steps in for the day.
The year 2000X.
Who is Harpuya? Ooh, you all are gonna have to fight for that one. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ace. Glad to see you around. It's cool that... Okay, I thought the audio was really fucking up there. It's cool that Proto invited you over to the server. I'm glad to have you around. Also, you're the first person who has actually subscribed since I managed to get my alerts correctly displaying on my 4th monitor here. So now I can actually just look down and be like, oh look, that's the person who subscribed. I don't need to have the OBS preview up and try to listen for the prompt. It's great. Yes, Dr. Wiley, you're still here. But yeah, y'all are gonna have to fight over which of the 4 Guardians you are, because I know everybody wants to be Harpuya, because like Harpuya is Mr. Cool Guy. and, you know, everybody wants to be Harpooya. I don't think anybody really wants to be Fafnir necessarily, but somebody gets stuck with Fafnir. Fafnir's cool. I like him, but I don't know. A lot of people don't really seem to go for him the way, you know, Harpooya and Phantom get all the love. And, you know, Leviathan gets a ton too. This is the Dr. Wily Roll's worst excuse ever. Refuses to elaborate.
Our friends are in trouble, LowTierElecMan. Let's hurry to the lab.
You want to be Fafnir? You'll fight you on that? Oh, hell yeah. All right, we got a fighting Fafnir in the chat. Let's go. Ow. I swear to God, that thing is the hardest to jump over in normal mode. And Ilvo, welcome. The secret 5th Guardian has shown up to the chat. It's the guy you voted for like 10 times and lost. He's finally here. Just zapping for you.
Stop, Dr. Wily. Stop, I say.
Yeah, holiday break and the stream's finally fully operational. It only took me like, you know, it's 2 weeks worth of time to gather everything together and be like, ah, yes, we are not running on the bare minimum to keep things going.
Professor, allow me to deal with this.
Anyways, how you doing, Ilvo? Glad to see you here. So, how did the X2 playthrough go last night? Because it was kind of rough there for a while. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, you seem to be on a good pace after I you know, seeing you beat up Agile. So
energy containers somewhere. Use them well.
we couldn't dub elect blocks, so we had to say energy containers. Motherfuckers call you the secret garden Fingus Scrungdalore. Who's motherfuckers, and why are they calling you that? That's like a mouthful. Like, that's the opposite of a nickname. Anyways, ElecMan, I don't actually have to explain very much playing ElecMan. He's basically exactly what you expect out of ElecMan. He shoots Elect Beam in 3 directions. He can have one on screen at a time, so he can spam up in a corner. He can only spam in like a corner like this. Notably, Elect Beam seems to come out like a little bit, like, it does come out a little in front of you, but like notably, its hitbox is kind of large, so like it's prone to hitting the wall, the floor below you a lot. But I mean, otherwise, ElecMan is just gonna be solid gameplay. He's got a good weapon, and that's it. So Guardian. The Sigma Virus first try. Alright, solid. Megaman question mark so I can demonstrate ElecMan's Toadman syndrome. No, I'm not going to get Pillsbury Doughboy to death, thank you. See, this is what happens when you don't let the AI take control. A human takes control, and all of a sudden, a guy with electrical powers can actually do a whole lot of damage. It's not reduced down to just one simple gimmick. Phantom, purple. All right, so I guess what we have our 5 Guardian breakdown here. We've got Ace claiming Fafnir. We have, I think, Proto. Okay, Proto taking Phantom's consolation prize. Grim. I don't know. I guess you get Harpooya or Leviathan. I think Ilvo having the blue profile gets to be Leviathan. Although I don't know. Chris was here originally too. I guess Chris has the color scheme for Phantom. Grim, congratulations. I guess you get to be Purpril. You get to be from the ZX series, so you get to be the halves of Phantom later on. Alright. Anyways. Oh yeah, I loved Rock Force, ElecMan. Having the ability to go super fast and, like, X-style wall jump was so broken. ElecMan was, like, I think my 2nd favorite character from Megaman Rock Force. That or my 3rd. He and Fireman had a tie because they were both really, really good. But then Bomb Man was my number 1 because holy shit, Bomb Man has so much offensive power, it's not even funny. You can just... Your force will be known whether you make it clear or not. Leviathan's fine. Alright. So, where are we going first? I know Proto put in a vote for Megaman question mark. Anybody else got any suggestions? Vote somewhere to go first. I'm always happy to take it when, you know, we got a good audience here. Sure, Megaman? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, we can go to Megaman question mark. That's what everyone's feeling. Well, HX might be a little too busted. 2-hit Prometheus in the middle of the stage. Yeah, HX is one of those models that gets really broken if you are, like, the kind of person who knows how to, like, combo everything and manage a bunch of buttons at once. I'm pretty, I didn't really make the best use of HX when I was playing ZX because I'm not the kind of person who inherently just understands, like, yes, I can, you know, stack these hitboxes on top of each other and do 4 gorillion damage. I don't really do that very well. Maybe in a replay I'll finally get it. But I have seen what HX can do, and it is very scary. Anyways, yeah, so, like, more, what did Crash do on his break, everybody? Well, as I kind of alluded to, I now have a multi-monitor setup going. I mentioned this, like, well over, like, 6 months ago, but I did order a third, the fourth. Alright, I'll explain it here. Let me stop. I didn't mean to stop so soon already, but I will show the image for anybody who didn't see it in the Discord. But I do have this. Hold on. Oh my god, why did this image open so goddamn large? I have to, like, scale it down 6 times just so it'll fit on screen. There we go. Okay. I have... This is my current setup now. The monitor on the right is the one that I had ordered a long time ago, like over 6 months ago now, and didn't set up for a very long time. And that was because you could kind of see, I can maybe zoom in a little bit, you can kind of see here in the right-hand corner of the desk, that is the mount that I had to purchase for this thing, because originally this Asus monitor shipped with, like, a huge, like, V-shaped mount that, like, just there wouldn't be space for on the desk unless I put it in the center where the laptop is, but then the laptop would be off to the side and then the keyboard would be off to the side, and it wouldn't make any sense for, like, an operating, like, station. So I sat on my ass for several months while I waited to get a new monitor arm, the one that's currently there, so I could actually use this and have a, like, setup that makes sense. But then I waited further because I was like, oh, well, if I set this up, there's a pretty good chance that my stream will probably explode because, I don't know, new monitors and HDMI cables don't tend to play nice with everything. So, you know, I just didn't want to do that without taking a long break to have time to, like, set everything up and not only assemble everything, but then also just, like, do the software checks to make sure it's all working. And wouldn't you know it, it actually worked instantly. So there was no fear to be had, and I just had expensive equipment lying around for months without me actually making use of it. I think that makes me a true VTuber in spirit, actually. You know, not doing shit that you're supposed to do. That's easy and just waiting around and procrastinating for too long. So I think I'm well on the correct path here. But now that it's set up, it's great. I actually have space to have the Discord open on my right side now. And eventually I'll re-download my soundboard because I uninstalled it when I was like, what's causing all of my, like, weird mic mouth issues? And that was not the culprit, but, well, it was in fact an innocent bystander. So I'll re-download my soundboard at some point and reset it up, and then we can have me making funny sounds on the instant, because that little fourth monitor underneath right in front of my keyboard, that half monitor, that is a touchscreen monitor, so I can just easily have my soundboard up and just, you know, press the fucking Germa laser button whenever I feel like it, without interrupting stream too much. It's great. But, you know, that'll be after, like, the next 3 or 4 day weekend. Alright, I don't really feel it fighting the fucking big eye anyways. Hey, Scorebar, welcome. It is very electric-y. He's kind of an electric-y man. I wonder if there's a shorter way to say that. I would have stuck with Model X for the whole game if it let me, yeah. Model X is the GOAT.
I just joined Dr. Wily. He's quite shocking, so why not join too? You'd like him.
Man, he just told me that I would, like, hurt him, and he didn't want me.
Megaman's eyes are not clouded like a thunderstorm.
Darn, he figured it out. Time to bolt and change strategies.
Inconsistency, because why would Elecman call him Megaman? He was not Megaman yet. There was Rock, or Mega. There was no Mega Man in this timeline. But makes for an interesting idea of, is this not the real Rock? Did the real Rock die? Does he know? Oh, Mega Man question mark. You're really, really cooked by this arena. You're not even that good on your own, but now I have Guts blocks to do all of like the dodging for me. Oh damn, I got a little too cocky. Oh well, I had to let him get a couple hits in, you know. Otherwise, he'd feel like so sad when he gets defeated. He has to have a little bit of ego to go down. ZX played for the first time. HX or ZX like a 35-65-35 split. I mostly just played ZX form, honestly. I liked ZX a lot. I maybe just like gave a little bit of time to all the other Guardian forms. Really should set up a soundboard. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Also, vote on the next stage. Yeah, I mean, having a soundboard's good. I mean, me and my friends would, you know, use it to pester each other in Discord chat for a while, but all the virtual soundboards are always a little bit of an awkward setup. They always involve, like, you routing your microphone in through that soundboard, and then also routing the soundboard through the program you want to actually get wacky sound effects out of. So there's always like a element of configuration that just sucks, and you know, it can be kind of a pain in the ass to set up, honestly. And then also, like, surprisingly, a lot of the virtual soundboard programs just are not good. Like, I was using Voice Meter Banana, which was okay, but had a really, really jank setup to make, like, any file, like, be read properly by the program and, you know, actually transmit and make sure the volume was okay, and also get my mic going through it as well. It's a whole mess. And then the other one that existed at the time was Resonance, but like spelled with extra A's. And not only does it have a funny red R as a logo, but it also like just barely fucking works as a program and crashes all the time. Maybe I mean that was over a year ago, so maybe it's better now, but it was not very good last time I played it. Okay, the votes. Oil seems to have it, so we're going to Oil next. But I mean, yeah, set up a soundboard. It's good fun. I mean, nothing strikes fear into the heart of man faster than having the Weezer guitar lick just ready at a moment's notice. Maybe the sound of the aluminum rod dropping also strikes a lot of fear into the hearts of man too. But I prefer the Weezer lick. Anyways, here we are at Oil Man. I will get rid of my weakness guy first, because I don't think Oil Man is going to put up that much of a fight. I mean, you know, once you actually play the game as Oil Man and beat the game as Oil Man, not too much feels all that daunting anymore. The game feels, you know, merciful, open, free. Did I not slip? Okay, I just had weird air momentum that didn't slip. Strange. HX is messed up because of the fact you can use your air dash to fly up like a couple of extra blocks higher. I mean, that's all I ever really used it for. I didn't really like, I didn't like its melee because it felt like a worse melee than ZX form. And then not having a range was like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of annoying. So I didn't use it very much. And then I, like, I never figured out the fact that you're supposed to hold different directions while you're pressing the button while in your overdrive mode to actually get different attacks. So that's probably why I never realized that there was, like, super combo potential in HX. Also, I'm not good enough to, like, chain ground strikes with air strikes and, you know, make all that work, so... I'm gonna die before Megaman powered up to be an interesting game theory video. It would be an interesting game theory video if it weren't for the fact that, like... Well, I guess technically in these timelines we never see, you know, Mega just roaming around in Mega Man form. So, yeah, I don't know. There could be, like, the world's shittiest game theory that we could make out of this. Convenient that Time and Oil Man follow the weakness chain with ElecMan. Yeah, I guess they were just like, well, what's the guy we can best shove around these new guys? And it turned out to be ElecMan. ElecMan, the precious little darling. I love him and his eccentric voice acting ass. I'm so glad to be playing ElecMan. Oop. Okay, cool. I thought I had Crush Mud for a second. Oh, about to Crush Mud though. Okay, hold on. Good enough. Uh-oh. ElecMan, get in there. Okay. Whew. Low ceiling. Ugh. Not a charge shot for the soundboard would actually be fucking great. Yeah, I should pull that up. I mean, that'll be so applicable in every situation. Basically just me when I finish off a Mega Man boss. Not a charge shot. Gutsman's ass would also make for a good sound, yeah. I mean, you missed it, Ace. When I had played Gutsman and powered up, I basically just themed everything around Gutsman and Gutsman's ass for a little while there. I also claimed that I had caught the guts at some point and had to stream as Gutsman with a little visor on. Jump off the block, ElecMan. I want those 2 little energy pips. There we go. Waiting for you to play ElecMan. The previous poll said otherwise. Damn. Well, I mean, hey, at least we finish off with a goodie. You know, we don't have to. All right, I really should be able to hit that crazy cannon, but whatever, game. That's how you're designed. Yeah, at least we don't have to kind of do, you know, something mundane to end the Robot Master circles. I think it would honestly be kind of boring if we ended with, like, say, Time Man or you know, like Iceman. Iceman was fun, and I think that was the first stream of Powered Up where I got through the whole playthrough in one character. But I mean, Iceman's kind of boring. Let's be real. You basically just shoot freezy bolts, and they do damage. Burn to the ground? Yeah, maybe.
Don't you got a place near your house for fill-ups?
I have no need for a fill-up. I never used such a primitive energy source to begin with.
Hey, don't do anything stupid now. Didn't need it, just say so. You didn't have to hurt my feelings.
Ooh, yeah, you know, ElecMan, you know. You know, Oil Man might be a racist caricature, but you're mean, and that's just so much worse. Alright, well, who's ready for a long, drawn-out battle? Because I do 1 damage to Oil Man. He finally gets his revenge. Somebody does 1... He only gets to do 1 damage to things. It's only fair that somebody gets to only do 1 damage to him. Ow. Oh wow, I still don't even take that much damage from an oil slider droplet. Like, that's not nothing for ElecMan to be taking, but it's also still significantly less than what a lot of other of the Robot Masters take from their weaknesses. This time, I'm also not going to let ElecMan kind of get me with jumping across the map and hitting me in the face. I'm going to be calm. Okay, I'm going to be calm and not jump all the time whenever he seems to be encroaching upon my corner. So that way, his jump across the map doesn't suddenly tag me when he decides to go back to the other side of the screen. See? Like that. Because I'm pretty sure Oil Man does a hell of a lot more contact damage anyways than anything else, so... I do have to be a little careful about my health. I am starting to run low. I will get greedy and try to sneak in a shot, of course, when he's all vertical like that. I mean, I have the weapon that hits guys who are above me. You think I'm not going to hit the guy who tries to be above me all the time? Alright, almost there. Clean kill. Alright. Now I got your power. Would work for a punch. Welcome, Jethawk. Yeah, no, that would work for a pretty good soundboard as well. It's the only issue is like it tends to be so easy to like just point out at or like play at like any possible moment. You know?
Nice job. Keep up the good work.
It would start to get like repetitive fast. Unless I reserved it only for like non-Mega Man games where I absorb powers, you know? Point there's no mod of PU or Oil Man has his Archie design. I mean, it's probably just the fact that like it's a PSP game, you know? Like it's probably the ROM modification tools probably just are not as robust to be out there. I mean, granted, we just have people have dumped the 3D models for this game, so it wouldn't be too hard to just go into Blender and make the rag cover his face, and then put that back in, I guess. But I don't know. Hey, anybody want to learn how to do PSP modification? Because I'm not gonna do it. Maybe one of y'all could do it. Colonels, what do you think you're doing? Oh yeah, X4 and all that's. I don't. Maybe they'll get the what am I fighting for? Because of course you have to have that one. But I could Mega Man up the soundboard. You're right. And then anything the Shadowloo guys say, really? Yeah, we had for anyone who didn't see it, we were in a couple of movie nights during my break here in my Discord down below. We watched the Street Fighter movie from like the 90s, and not knowing anything about Street Fighter, that movie is a comedic action masterpiece. It's so fucking funny, and like the action scenes are actually really good. I've credit to Grim for suggesting we watch that, and credit to Proto for following through and executing on it. It was real good. Anyways, hey, where are we gonna go next? We beat up Oil Man. Now we got 6 other boys to choose from. 95 Street Fighter. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it was really funny. Zangief was a really funny character. We also had like Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Coked out, according to Grim, most of the time. And I forget who was playing M. Bison, but I forget the name of the guy playing M. Bison, but oh my god, he did such a good job of making like a despicable aura farming villain. It's peak. He has so much shit designed around himself. Like, as somebody who likes seeing a lot of fan art of himself in random memes and shit, I maybe mirrored onto that a little bit. Raul Julia. There you go. I don't know celebrity names typically, so. Okay, let's see. Votes are time, fire, bomb, bubble man equivalent. Okay, so we got a good handful of variety. I'll give it to Ilvo for being the first to suggest Time Man. Let's go to Time Man. Let's fight the ladder. Gotta go? Alright. See you later, Proto. Thanks for dropping in. I only know Raul Julia for the Street Fighter movie. Yeah, name doesn't ring a bell at all for me. I think Jean-Claude Van Damme sticks in my head a little bit more just because of the fact that, like, I have seen people review shitty FMV movies or shitty FMV games where either he was explicitly in or he was in the movie and then the video game got made to have shitty FMV clips that are in, like, 144p on the Sega Genesis. I remember people reviewing games like those that had him either in it directly or in it tangentially. So. Raul Julia is also Gomez Adams for one of the movies. Oh, I was about to ask what movie, but then I put 2 and 2 together with the spelling of Adams. I'm like, oh, that family that has the last name of Adams. Have to dip 2. Cool catching a stream. Try to be around more. That's cool. Thanks for dropping by, Ace. Happy to see you. Happy to have a new person on the Crash crew, the Crash's Maniacs crew, something like that. Someone will be playing Street Fighter the movie, the game. That's a good fucking question. My instinctual answer is to say never because I hate fighting games, but I don't know. That would be something where maybe as like a if I could ever set up a donation incentive or something like that, I would maybe do something like that. But that's a bit far off away for me to be thinking. Or hell, maybe I need, maybe I do need sub goals for smaller sub amounts. So maybe a 500 subs could be Crash gets destroyed by the computer in a fucking fighting game from the 80s. All right, can I maybe? I still cannot fucking dodge this thing. I have never once successfully dodged that fucking pendulum. I don't understand what the technique is. Oh well. Alright, swing back, and cool. See, you can't see Bison anywhere aside from the joke. Did you know that John Cena is going to be playing Bison? Do you mean... Well, I mean, okay, he's playing... I mean, I get the joke about John Cena and Bison and all that. I'm not sure where you're looking for Bison. Are you talking about, like, the new Street Fighter movie? Because I know nothing about the new Street Fighter movie other than it's coming out, apparently. Because I know we were talking about the old Street Fighter movie. Hello, Dakota. Welcome back. Wonderful find recently. The complete 4-volume miniseries of the tales of the new Teen Titans. Gorgeous artwork and competent stories. Is that like a comic / manga on the Teen Titans? I'm unfamiliar. But I imagine that the way you said that, you don't mean Teen Titans Go, the abomination that everybody seems to hate. So, congratulations. That's a cool find. Oh yeah, did anybody have any cool holiday finds that they received? They want to talk about? They want to brag about? I didn't... Ugh, excuse me. I didn't get anything in particular for the holidays, you know. Me staying in my town rather than going home and visiting family because I needed a time to, you know, rest plus also work on other things. Hold on, the ladder jump is here. Okay, good. Meant that I didn't really, you know, exchange gifts with anybody, and no one really... I mean, I guess we could have sent things in the mail to each other, but it just slipped the mind. Yeah, so I didn't get anything, like, special for, you know, the holidays, but I'd be happy to hear what y'all got. Or if anything y'all did for fun. Because it was very boring for me.
Warning!
PS1 Santa version, old 60s Teen Titans. Oh, okay. Complete opposite direction. And Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven were new. Oh, shit. That actually sounds pretty cool.
Come on.
Time Man knows his fucking fate. He's like, dude, I know this is not gonna go well for me. Just get it over with. And it's like, okay, bro, I'll let you... I'll end your misery. Oh, poor Time Man. Stands absolutely no chance against the thing he's weak to. Watch a speedrun slot fit for someone beating the arcade mode for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, specifically not Ultimate. Alright. So funny watching someone speedrun that and then just be like, play as Sentinel Pro, what are you doing?
Nice job.
Got a gaming laptop where you can finally make videos if you wanted to make. Oh, shit, cool. Yeah, Grim mentioned to me, also next stage, vote. Grim mentioned a little bit to me in voice chat the other day that you had been asking about DaVinci Resolve questions and how to edit with DaVinci Resolve. So, exciting. Glad to see you're back in the process of making videos. You know, I'm not always the most available, but if you have DaVinci Resolve questions you can't get answered elsewhere, I do my editing in DaVinci Resolve, so I can offer maybe a few tips here and there. Feel free to ask me in DMs or on the server. 100% Chasm the Rift. Oh yeah, the Slavjank game, right? Including all the achievements, also 100%ing Peggle Extreme's adventure and challenge mode, and full clearing all the boards. Hell yeah, brother. Now granted, of course, Peggle Extreme is like, what, 5-6 maps? Pretty short one, so, you know, you're gonna do that for all the other Peggle games. Long road ahead of you, but that is still a pretty good achievement. Peggle is, Not exactly easy in any sense to get all of the awards and achievements and all that shit on there. So 10 maps. Okay, yeah, 10 maps. That's right. There's 5 for Bjorn and 5 for why am I forgetting fucking Lightning McGee's name right now? It's the Jimmy Lightning. There you go. The Hampter. That's right. Oh my god, I can tell. Oh, it's all 10 maps of Bjorn. Damn. Yeah, because I could tell stories about 100%ing Peggle 1 and Peggle Knights. Oh, it's miserable. Why did I do that in high school? Anyways, where are we going next, guys? I need some votes. I need to see fire, ice, cut, guts, or bomb. Beast Boy been a nightmare to make flow smoothly in a fighting game? I mean, maybe. You could probably just have, like, you know, a couple slow attacks, have him do, like, a gorilla punch, or have an elephant landing kind of thing. Need fast attacks? Have, like, a cheetah or, like, a chimpanzee do a quick strike, a jab, a swipe, or something like that. I feel like Beast Boy would not be that hard to translate to a fighting game. Okay, 2 for Fireman, 1 for whatever Bubble Man replacement means. Can't vote out of a bomb. Okay, I'll go, okay, 2 Firemen. We'll go for Fireman next. I'll spin your profile picture in SpongeBob background. Sweet.
Time to burn the trash.
Beast Boy, a stance character, a la Jen from Street Fighter. Did he be like Schaefer's production? Ooh, exciting. I like Schaef. I like him a lot, so that'll be fun to see. I think the most recent video I watched from Schaef was him comparing the soundtrack of Wicked the Musical and Wicked the first movie, which was pretty cool that he thought they were dead even for the most part. But honestly, having the Wicked soundtrack, like having listened to both a good number of times, I pretty much wholeheartedly prefer the movie soundtrack. Like, there's nothing, I mean, the original is still great, but like, some of the instrument choices I find are better in the movie soundtrack. And, I mean, also not to mention the production quality is just, you know, it's a newer soundtrack, so the CD just sounds a little better, fidelity-wise. But then also, it's just kind of like, I really, really, really like, Cynthia Erivo's voice as Elphaba, and I really like, why am I forgetting her fucking name again? I did not used to forget her name. Who the fuck is playing Galinda in that? It's one of big pop star. This is bad. But her as Glinda is really good. So, you know, I basically just give full points to the movie soundtrack. I also saw the second movie over my break too. That was my Christmas gift to myself. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Sorry, I just got distracted because I looked out the window. And hey, you know that power cleaning shit I keep complaining about and that I was totally told was going to happen in the mornings instead of the nights now? Guess what I just saw out of my window? I just saw a flashlight on a headband outside. Cool. I'm going to have to complain about that again. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight, am I? Well, that kind of just ruined my mood a little bit. Well, okay, we'll deal with that later. It's not your problem. I'll deal with it. Much more enjoy Mega Man fan games than official Mega Man games. No, damn it. I got distracted reading chat. Damn you. No, I kind of agree. Like, a lot of Mega Man fan games are just more polished because, like, they kind of understand what... They kind of understood Mega Man better than Capcom did for a long time there. I'd really only say now in the modern era of Mega Man with, like, Mega Man 10, or, I'm sorry, Mega Man 11, does Capcom kind of, like, really understand, like, what is best for their Blue Boy. Like, for a long time, you have very weird decisions in, like, the first handful of NES games, as far as, like, why do I need Rush Coil here for some reason, or why are the weapons mandatory in this stage? Or Other things are like technically possible, but still very jank and don't quite work out. Or even when everything is technically working, you could kind of get to like Mega Man's 5 and 6, where, don't get me wrong, I still like 5 and 6, but they start to overstay their welcome with kind of generic castle designs. So, I totally get what you're saying there. Good fighting game, competing. DC's unironically beating Marvel Tokon by doing nothing right now. Tokon's in a rough place perception-wise. I see. I know nothing about the fighting game franchises and their current rivalries and deficiencies.
Burn! My justice burns bright! Burn!
Yeah, you burned pretty bright last week, dude.
A million watts. To have to extinguish it. No, I must for your sake. I can't hesitate now.
As long as my justice burns, it will fry your evil.
I like that LowTierElecMan in this timeline has a little bit of respect for Fireman because he's just so luminous and beautiful, just like LowTierElecMan is. Anyways, time to cheese the shit out of Fireman. Of Don Patch. Who's Don Patch? Mega Man fan games also aren't being rushed to meet a release deadline. If anything, they take too long to come out and inevitably get canceled. Yeah, you know, Mega Man fan games do have that tendency of, like, you know, it looks really promising, and then it's 15 years of development time. If it doesn't end up getting canceled in 15 years, you'll get a top shelf game. That's why I try not to put too much hope in any cool trailers. Like, I've seen a pretty cool trailer of some Japanese guy working on, like, a Mega Man Zero fan game, including the, like, ability to play as X as, like, a separate thing with his own upgrades, and fighting a lot of cool enemies from, like, you know, the X series. People can make a return, cool upgrades and shit like that. And the gameplay looks really smooth and fluid, but I'm also, like, not getting my hopes up. Until there's a download link, I'm not getting my hopes up. From Bobo. Oh, okay, I remember that show a little bit as I grew up. Yeah, I didn't really get it when I was a kid, so it kind of flew over my head, but I now at least know what show we're talking about. Video being native language, auto-dubbing. Yeah, you probably don't want to do the AI auto-dubbing, it'll suck anyways, so... Well, good luck then on your native language video. Hopefully people enjoy it. Like on Rock Force, however, you can play as the Robot Masters. LowTierElecMan sounds British to his personality. I mean, you know, sometimes people border American posh and British as kind of, you know, very similar sides of the same coin. So I could see why maybe there's a little bit of a difference there, or a little bit of a crossover there. But, you know, overall, I'll accept either for LowTierElecMan. I think American posh sounds a little bit better, but, you know. Okay, we got one vote for Gortzman. Any other votes? How about for Quartzman or Eastman or Bumpman? Not Bubbleman. Hey, Score, I'm gonna say I don't actually understand what you're saying. If you're voting for someone in particular. It's the what accent is Frasier actually conundrum. Yeah, exactly. Without an official statement, we'll never know. And without Capcom recognizing this game, we'll never know. They'll never remember this game exists. Just like Mega Man and Bass. What, you thought there was a game between 7 and 8? No, you're hallucinating things. That game didn't happen. Bass was, you know, only ever appeared in 2 Mega Man games, 7 and 8. And what, you're saying there's a Mega Man Bass 2 that he appeared in? No, that never happened. Mega Man 10, DLC, doesn't count. Okay, so we got Guts, we got Iceman. Iceman was originally a Bubble Man, an old concept. Ah, I see. So you've been voting for Iceman the whole time. Okay. Alright, I'll take Iceman. I'll take 2 votes for Iceman, then. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Well... Okay, I'm not going to say it exactly makes sense, other than the fact that they have a water connection between them. But... I could totally see Bubbleman and Iceman being first designs at Robot Masters. They are both ludicrously simple designs. One is a diver, the other is, like, you know, an Inuit guy. Like, yeah. pretty similar. Similar? Oh no, I'm adding L's, U's to my sentences now. Mega Man 9 literally remembers Mega Man and Bass. Damn it. You are right. I have to give Mega Man 9 some credit there. Capcom decided to acknowledge Mega Man and Bass exists with that game. Yet they still couldn't put it in a Legacy collection. Ain't that fucking crazy? They couldn't even put it in an Anniversary collection either. Ain't that fucking crazy? I would love to be able to play Mega Man and Bass on my GameCube, but no. Somebody decided they didn't want to put the ROM for that on the GameCube collection. Crazy. Yeah, there's no Waterman yet. Yeah, just wait. Capcom will get, Capcom will run out of nouns to use eventually. Or they're aqueous men. Switch to exclusive Mega Man and Bass. Fuck me. Yeah, that'll be a great way to gate people out of the ability to play the games. Although, I don't know, thankfully, at the very least, Capcom does seem to understand that the PC is a great place to archive all these games for download. You know, I mean, hell, they're bringing Star Force to a collection, so that's, you know, a gift unto all of itself for, like, you know, all of 16 people. Anniversary collection, by that point in time, Mega Man Bass was dubious as if it was canon. Huh. Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I guess Mega Man 9 didn't acknowledge it, wasn't there to acknowledge it yet, so. Fair enough. I do also love how ElecMan literally doesn't have like a second gimmick or anything interesting besides the, you know, he gets the water blocks or the ice block, elect blocks to shoot. They really just need to say this guy needs a gimmick. We can't think of anything. Block manipulation.
Oh, freeze it at all costs, soldier.
Freezing, numbness, what beauty.
Okay.
To end this beauty.
Well, sir,
A light into what ElecMan seems to be into. And it seems to be getting frozen to death. And paralyzed. Alright. ElecMan, you kinky bitch. I knew I liked you. Iceman, could you fucking, like, jump, please? Stop, dude. Making me dance through so many fucking shots. Oh, you got me. Your icy physics.
I win, naturally.
ElecMan goes to Iceman. I can fix him. Say Waveman is the same as Waterman. I mean, you could also literally just go for Aquaman being the same as Waterman. It literally translates to water. Waterman. But, you know, we still need Waterman. You got the slot's open. Don't doubt that Capcom will get to it eventually. Hey, Cutman, Gutsman, and Bombman. Where are we headed? Never been a Thunderman, Robot Master. Yeah, I can get to Thunderman. Although maybe didn't Thunderman have didn't Thunderman have a net navi? I think in Battle Network 4. Oh, great. You can pick up on all the metal banging that's happening through my mic. That's excellent. And if they start power washing while I'm still live, you're going to be able to hear that, too. It's going to sound like a buzzsaw, and I might have to end stream. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's see. We got Cutman. We've got... Don't have the guts yet. Fix it. We got Bombman. All right, well, we have an even split between the participants. So I guess I feel like going to Gutsman. Or... No, not yet. I feel like going to Cutman. Yep, and we got the second vote for Cutman. Good. Glad I waited a second. Launch Octopus was voiced by the same voice as ElecMan. No, after hearing both of them, I absolutely can believe it. it's definitely this. It's so the same voice actor and doing the exact same voice acting between Maverick Hunter X and Powered Up. And as a result, I also love Launch Octopus in Maverick Hunter X too. I think the only better voice acting in Maverick Hunter X is just unironically X. It's refreshing to have X have a really good voice actor for like only the second time in the English Mega Man X series. Let's see. Oh, anyways, earlier topic to continue yapping about. Like, as I mentioned, I did see Wicked Part 2 as a little Christmas treat to myself in theaters. And, you know, it's pretty good movie. Pretty good. Still don't know how to get over this. You know, it was definitely not as good as the first part, but also, as Schaefer-List kind of talked about, was the fact that, like, yeah, in the play as well, the second part is kind of the worst part of the movie, or the second half, the third act, however you want to divide it. Because, you know, the play has to kind of start, you know, catching up in the timeline and piecing things together with The Wizard of Oz, the original book, / movie. So, like, you know, it has to start being kind of corny and ham-fisted about shit, where it's like, you know, all of a sudden, this wizard, he is so wonderful. We're calling him the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And then, like, you know, the ruby slippers have to happen, so we have to come up with a reason why Elphaba's sister has the ruby slippers, and then she has to call herself the Wicked Witch of the East once, even though it literally never pops up again in the movie, and it's, you know... The writing kind of starts taking a nosedive, plus it also gets really, like, quick. But it's like, that's not really the fault of the movie, that's the fault of the play. Though, honestly, the movie could have just decided, you know what, we're just gonna kind of do something a bit more different and bold and daring, and just change some things so that way it's better written. But, I mean, hell, they had a lot more time to work with, given that they made the... You know, what is normally like a 2.5-ish hour Broadway play split up into 4 hours of 2 movies. But, oh well. Who am I to say what the extent of someone's creative freedom should be when remaking a property? Yes, X does have a great VA that stopped doing VA work and became a dentist, which is crazy.
You've been frying the poor robots here to a crisp.
Yeah, that was me, Cutman. I admit it.
Are blindingly beautiful, aren't they?
Even if it cuts me in half, I will make you whole.
Yeah, Elecman, that was probably the most villainous shit you probably could have said to Cutman to not convince him that you are not an evil robot. So that was not a good play on your part there, Elecman. Probably could have avoided this whole fight. You know, Cutsman's just such a nice guy. Anyways, original weakness no more. Cutman is not that big of a threat. And he's gone.
I win. Naturally.
Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let me erase a couple of things here.
Nice
Update
job.
my
Keep up the good
topics
work.
list. And you can... We have Guts and Bomb left. Which one you want to go to? Take a drink of water. Guts again! Like the Iceman versus Cutman dialogue, how Cutman was so mad at Iceman. Yeah, they could have had a much better chance there. Got 2 votes for Guts. All right. All right. Yeah, we could go with Guts. Speaking of Guts, You know, it's my first day off of vacation, and,
Covered.
you know, my first day back to work, and my digestive system is already hating it. Now, because I have been used to making a, it's another poop story, folks, strap in. Now that I've become used to making a movement, a bowel movement, when I wake up at, say, like 10 or 11 a.m., now having to wake up again at 7:30, has kind of completely thrown everything off, and I have been in mild discomfort the entire day. And things have not felt right. So it took literally no time for me to get back into digestive issues with my work schedule. My 9 to 5 is slowly killing me via small inconveniences once again. Alright, I'm not fucking fighting the picket men. There's no point in this. Moving on. I wish I wasn't so prone to disruption in that sense, but here we are. I'm very much a creature of habit. Don't like my routine messed with in any way. Yep. Alright, well, I couldn't quite finesse my way past that guy. Ooh, right, I should grab on the ladder here. There's spikes below. Oh, not yet. One of your favorite Gutsman dialogues against Iceman, saying how that's not in the schedule. It's not in the schedule, he ain't doing it. Yeah, no, Gutsman has really great, you know, foreman boss energy in this game. He really knows how to, you know, he really knows how to manage his people, and really conveys that, you know, idea of Gutsman is the boss around here. He was probably the, you know, the coordinator before everybody got abducted. And he's not giving up that role just because Wily, you know, gave him a little, or just because Wily gave all of his brothers a little bit of that funny juice. You know, it's his kind of way of snap out of it, guys. You have to remember. You have to remember, you're Iceman. Big Eye, you want to drop a little bit of health for me? No, he doesn't. Okay.
Warning!
Guts. I don't care who you are. If you're messing up my sight, I'm gonna hurt you good.
Even if you were to call lightning from the sky with your thunderous voice, you will never pierce my gorgeous heart.
Ha! Let's see what you'd say if a rock fell on your head. Ready?
I do like how in this version of the scenario, Elecman actually has something nice to say to Gutsman, being like, oh, you have a wonderful thunderous voice. Whereas I'm pretty sure in the Elecman parentheses evil scenario, he basically says, oh, that ugly, horrendous voice of yours. It's making me go deaf, or something to that effect. So, it's nice to see that Elecman can actually still provide a compliment when he's not in evil form.
I win!
Alright, and we're tearing through the bosses again. It feels good having a guy that has a good, like, attack. Yeah, he actually respects Gutsman, and that, you know, that actually shines through when he's not, you know, being influenced by Wily. In fact, Elecman kind of has a good respect for everybody here. I mean, maybe Time Man is, he at least talks to Time Man about how he also appreciates, you know, the beauty of small bits of time and small increments. Fireman burns so brightly. Iceman has such a cool freezing passion that restrains people. Interesting. He just straight up just fucking says, Cut Man, yeah, I do burn things. Oil Man doesn't really have explicitly insults Oil Man, actually. Knows that Megaman =is a faker, and I guess we'll see what he says for Bomb Man. So basically, he's only insulted the people that he is, you know, A, previously weak to, or B, currently weak to, which that tracks a little bit. You'd have a little disrespect for somebody who holds that over your head, holds the sword of Damocles above you. Fireman is all about justice. He does not stop talking about it.
Big bang.
But, you know, the kind of insane justice that you start to wonder if he knows what the word means or if he just really thinks of himself as, like, you know, really cool dude fighting the right fight, not really thinking about what justice means, per se. And it's just like, you know, I trust Dr. Light. He told me to burn you. This works. But, you know, he's a delightfully silly character in this kind of game, so. If Bomb Man would believe in Pangria? No, that would be Fireman. I think Fireman believes in Pangria. And then, you know, it's Gutsman who believes in the Big Bang and buttered bread. Did I just, like, one-tap the Sniper Joe? Does Elecman have weird shield-piercing tech? Because I'm pretty sure the Sniper Joes in other stages have taken, like, maybe 4 or 5 Elect Beam zaps to take down. But that one I just did in 1, because I was at point-blank range. Huh. Well, there's another Sniper Joe coming up here, so let's try it again, see if I get point-blank onto him, if that insta-kills him. I mean, maybe it could be... Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably the hitbox stacking. It's probably good old Triple Blade back in effect. Yeah, there we go. That was only 2 hits. That's definitely the Triple Blade effect happening. It's actually cool. It's also, like, horrendously difficult to pull off, given how, like, unlike in the original Mega Man, the sprites don't overlap for very long. They basically just overlap it as soon as they are generated, and then after that they don't. So that's actually something pretty cool to have to pull off. Put up your shield again. God damn it. Alright, and it works better midair too, because it seems like the ground one gets eaten up pretty instantaneously. Just heard Bomb Man talk about the Big Bang. It's the most obvious thing yet. Damn it, you're right. Oopsie, Crash missed the easy joke again. See, that's what holds me back as a streamer. I'm not good at the easy jokes. I'm only good at the convoluted jokes that make me lose my train of thought and I, like, fumble my way halfway through.
Warning.
I'm much better scripted than I am improvised.
Don't run off.
Ah, Bomb Man, you and your, like, 2 lines of recorded dialogue.
You think your sluggish attack can stand up to my lightning blitz? You won't throw more than a few before it's over.
Alright, and he kind of does,
Yesterday, I had some big boom booms then.
and Bomb Man still has no unique dialogue. LowTierElecMan does have a couple of, a bit of a harsher tone to take with Bomb Man. So he's kind of like 5 out of 8 of his brothers. That's not too bad. I wonder if I can hitbox stack the Robot Masters. Don't be super easy with Bomb Man, considering he does love to, you know, do that. Alright, throw it at me again. LowTierElecMan just said lightning, lightning. It is true. He did technically just say lightning, lightning, given English plus German, but, you know how English loves to bastardize words from other languages. You know how every language loves to bastardize words from every language, so. It just means he wants to quickly assault him down with lightning. Yeah, in Rock Forest there is Justice Man. Fireman gave him the name, probably. Maybe it was the first words that Justice Man ever learned to hear, thanks to Fireman. I think number 9 was a failed attempt at bringing Megaman back, but at least Beck actually saves his siblings as opposed to murdering them. Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about Mighty Number 9 other than it was kind of a flop, but
How horrible!
that is good. They kept that kind of continuity in there.
Are a most foul man.
And again, the weird voice acting for Dr. Light.
Feeling sorry for yourself, Dr. Light? You're full of regret, aren't you? Well then, come to my fortress.
Yeah, another reason to look powered up. You can save everybody. It saves right into, or plays right into Mega Man's, you know, charitable nature. Unless you're playing as the other Robot Masters, in which case they die. LowTierElecMan can be as charismatic as he wants and say he'll, get everybody on the side of good again, and then proceeds to just absolutely murder the shit out of Time Man. Poor Time Man. Oh, hey, Yellow Devil. Nice. Oh, that's right. I don't have his weakness. It's his weakness is Firestorm in this game. All right. It is important that I actually try to take down the Big Eyes, because every time I otherwise get trapped by the second Big Eye. Oh, hey, Crazy Razy. Goodbye, Crazy Razy. Oh no, it's the third one that I always get trapped by. Whoops. Oh well. Yep, you definitely can hitbox stack on the Big Eye. Cool. That's where it's like a noted difference between Big Eyes and Sniper Joes. You definitely want to stack hitboxes on these guys. Shame we never got Bondman, since the only Inafune design he liked it's like the Shanglong of Megaman. Shanglong, a fighting game character I'm not familiar with. Oh, damn it. Now I can't get the one up. Oh, well. Yeah, it is kind of a shame we don't get Bombman in any form. Like, I think it'd be a fun, like, little reincarnation to bring around. Like, you end up bringing Bondman back for, like, some bonus battle in, or a DLC in some game. But, I mean, technically Capcom could do it. Well, I guess maybe not, because I don't think Inafune is on the team anymore, right? That's explicitly why some of his games got, he made some shit like Mighty Number 9. Maybe if they did that, they would maybe be like, Inafune maybe would not appreciate the fact that Bondman's being used without his permission. Oh shit, I actually jumped all three of those. Nice. Everything's turning up Elecman. Rumored master of Ken and Ryu do a mistranslation. I see. You just like how Mega Man 1 Wily Wars, how the weapon energy doesn't come back? Huh. I didn't know that the weapon energy in the, doesn't come back in the Wily Wars. I've done a playthrough of the Wily Wars on this channel before. But I only played through it once. It's been too long. I don't remember a whole lot of things. Other than just, like, the game has a little bit more sluggish and slow of a feel, but it's still fun. It's more polished. I prefer all of the Mega Man remake. I prefer all of the Wily War remakes versus the original games. Mega Man 3 only just slightly, and even then, it still replaces some jank from Mega Man 3 that I was not a fan of, with different jank that I'm not a fan of. But now it's Wily War's exclusive jank, so. But otherwise, it's, vast technical improvements for 1 and 2, and, the gameplay gets improved by the fact that the games are not struggling to actually function anymore. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why Mega Man killing makes you so angry, like you feel like he would avoid the kill shot? I mean, he would definitely probably try, but, I mean, obviously from the game's technical standpoint, it kind of must be left a little ambiguous just due to the fact that, like, an old NES game maybe trying to differentiate between them. I mean, I guess they could have made it, No, they probably could have just had, like, a simple little scene with Dr. Light being like, good work, Mega Man, Cut Man is safe, but now you need to go and get back to the fight. But I guess they just didn't decide to do that. I imagine it's canon that Mega Man always does, not go for the kill shot, if possible. I mean, the Archie comics do a really good job of that, so. Yeah, for the Magnum Beam, I figured that's what you were talking about. Jump. And jump. And not jump. Go. Jump. Wait. Jump. UVA vial is cuffed and taken away by the cops, but X murders without hesitation. Call bullcrap. Well, ain't called the Maverick Hunters for nothing. I mean, he's, basically his master is Zero, and I mean, not literally his master, but you know, but between Dr. Kane and Zero basically like being X's only contacts, like main contacts, like we know that we don't know anything about what Dr. Kane's views on robot murder is like, so you know, we can say he's probably at least neutral on the subject. And Zero is very pro murder, so you know, teaching X the ropes of how to be a Maverick Hunter, Zero probably is very much like, oh nice, I got a double hit there. Zero probably is very much like, yeah, X, you gotta like fucking kill these guys, no mercy, dude. Like they're trying to kill your ass. Like don't be all soft on me here. So up until about, you know, X5, where X starts having doubts about the whole robots should be fighting type thing, and then really in X7 when X is like, I'm not going to fight anybody. Then, you know, I think it makes perfect sense for X to be out there just blasting robots down. X does not have the same reservations. Well, he has different reservations, but he doesn't have the same, I don't know, I guess kindness that Megaman does. Megaman doesn't want to kill other robots out of, like, kindness. X doesn't want to fight other robots out of, like, the futility of war. The headier concept. But eventually he's like, well, I gotta, because, like, otherwise innocent civilians are getting murked, so. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, though, with X and X7, right? Eventually he starts, you know, killing Mavericks again, because, yeah, it's like, well, civilians are dying, and these guys are really not going down peacefully, so. You know, maybe they figure there's just no good way to neutralize them. I mean, I guess Vile maybe got, you know, neutralized that one time, but maybe that was a fluke. I decay. Alright, we're on our last hit here of Yellow Devil. We're almost out of boring pattern recognition tests. There we go. Ah, nice. See, in the X3 manga, X actually cures most of the Maverick bosses of the virus. Some of them even appear in later mangas. Oh, sweet, nice. So X does have some mercy in him. You know, in at least the external kind of media.
Welcome home.
Great job! And no injuries, too. Splendid!
Keep on fighting.
See, Megaman X games morality system prototype, certainly a choice. I mean, it could still be fun. I mean, I like Dakota's suggestion, you know, as a, at least like as a potential alternative type of Mega Man X game. Though you would have to probably still get some sort of reward for the karma thing, so that way you're like actually incentivized to do so. I mean, yeah, I guess you could just be a good person. Maybe that's the karma in and of itself, but that's not gonna satisfy gamers. You think we don't use dark chips in Battle Network because we like being good? No, we do it because we don't want to lose our maximum health. I think Ruby Spears could have had a better, yeah, it could have had a cooler discussion between X and Mega Man over the whole destructiveness thing. But yeah, at least they had a little back and forth about it. Oh shit, I can keep up with the Elect Beam. Nice. Clear a path for me, my pretty. Alright, and then here's the Mets. Oh, wait, not that. 2 Mets over here. And it didn't resist the current for long enough. Oh well, now it's bullet time. Ow. Ow. Bad move. Bad decision. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon wasn't about to talk about police brutality. It was going to be a little bit too much, especially for a 90s action cartoon.
Eliminate intruders. Do your worst, but I find it hard to believe that such a low-voltage robot like you can defeat me.
Oh shit, he said he had low voltage, low paper, low money, no bitches. Yeah, no, CBOMP was a monster in hard mode. Oh, right. I have his weakness. Or, well, maybe not his weakness, but something that can stun him. Yeah, I did a hard mode playthrough as my first playthrough with Megaman normal, and boy, it was pretty hellish. But you know, funny. Next week we're going to be doing the last playthrough I have left to do, which is going to be Megaman with Charge Shot, and we're gonna do that on hard mode next week. So if you want to see this again, me reacting to this in real time with, you know, maybe some new inherited skill, come on by. Alright, wanted to get the guts blocks back, so that way the fast phases wouldn't be so bad. In case I couldn't, you know, stun lock him. Oops. Well, I'm getting hit. Unless I time this perfectly. Yeah! Alright, that felt good. Like Cutman, Bombman trying to have a dialogue with Yellow Devil. Yeah, Cutman tries to understand him. It's cute. He likes it. Bombman is just like, lol. Although, no, and then Oilman says, boomo, 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 in a weird affected voice that makes me think he actually speaks the language and basically said, yo mama's a hoe. So, I like Oilman's dialogue with the Yellow Devil a lot.
Keep on fighting.
Ultimate Armor and X4 manga and just Merc slash beats. Ooh, damn. Yeah, no, the armors are corrupting then. Crazy. Quapper? Nah, I hate Quap. I'm not gonna play a funny controls rage bait game. I mean, that shit was funny back in elementary school just to watch it, but like, playing it? Not really, not interested. That was unnecessarily risky. I could have just waited for the block, but screw it. Unnecessarily risky is what makes this playthrough interesting. Alright. And 1, 2, 3. Let's see. EXE had Megaman get angry at Searchman for being a hunter. In the manga, E and Lan go Super Saiyan because Proto was merciless too. That was Japan, different audience. I mean, I don't know. Megaman EXE is a very different character. Megaman EXE was maybe good-hearted, but never had that same sense of maybe we should preserve everybody. It just kind of came down to what happens after the net battle. Are they alive? Are they dead? Nah. Yeah, there's also the horse version of Quap, which is Clop, yeah. Yeah, Copy Robot's role was weird about herself too, being like, haha, you want to fuck your brother? And it's like, okay, this is immediately disturbing. I'm pretty sure Mega Man and Roll do not see each other that way. Yeah. The dialogue for this game is definitely kind of a mixed bag. Some of it is really good. I mean, obviously, we all consider Fireman's characterization to be basically canon. No matter what incarnation he is. I mean, he's accepted as fanon, put it that way. But, you know, other characters, it's like, man, maybe we don't want Iceman to have a very awkward representation of bipolar disorder. Also, we're on great time right now. An hour and a half in, we're already on Copy Robot stage, making our way through the Robot Masters. It is really quite shocking how good or how acquainted I've become at this game, or become with this game. Because, yeah, the first, like, what, 3 or 4 characters that we played on the stream was, like, they took 2 streams all on their own to actually get their playthrough done. And some of them, especially the first one, was, like, very, very long, like 2.5 hours each, maybe. somewhere between like 5 hours, 6 hours. Also, that's 2 bosses with no damage. Hooray! Let's end that at Bomb Man. Elden Ring vid. Reploids are the children of humanity. Maverick hunting is murder. I never got angry at Star Fox for the hundreds of years he's killed. Yeah, you know, I guess it's with the way that, you know, it is framed in the Mega Man universe. It maybe hits a little bit harder. Although, I don't know. I've voiced many times that I find it very hard to actually take Mega Man X series story seriously because of, you know, the English mistranslations and also the, also just like that the X series is still too goofy and has just like, you know, very because it's convenient for the plot type of writing. Like, yes, Zero hit himself while he repaired himself, and even without that, it's like, oh no, Zero's immune to the virus for some reason. I wonder why this could be. Or Sigma just keeps fucking coming back and it's like, X, check out the new robot body I've got. It looks like complete shit, dude. And then also just like, I mean, I like exploring the themes of the fact that all the Reploids are trying to live in a fucking Reploid ethno-state in like half of the games. It's an interesting theme to explore. However, it kind of sucks when it's like, I don't know, Colonel's just like, you will never label me a Maverick. This is treason. I'm gonna go Maverick if you say that I'm a Maverick. And, I mean, there are people who exist like that in real life, but it doesn't make for a good story. You think Wily would have a daughter in Dual Override? Oh, as like a robot daughter for like a role rival? My hopes aren't high. Wily doesn't seem to be the type to, I mean, I don't know. He's already got Mega Man's rival in base. I don't think he needs to make Roll's rival unless Roll is going to be a playable character in Dual Override. So my current answer is no, but I will update that and say if we get Roll as a playable character, then yes, the chances have increased to like, you know, a solid like, yeah, maybe like a 50% yes. I hesitated there, I don't know why. Not manifest the Wily seed. Okay. I don't think we were talking about flesh and blood. I mean, we already did establish that Dr. Wily fucks back in the Doom videos, which, hey, we're resuming Doom tomorrow. But I don't think maybe is gonna have a human child in the next game. Alright, which one was this again? I think this is the bouncy. Nope, that's the directly at me. Fuck. Alright, he's gonna throw it right at me. Eggman didn't seem like the type of guy to have a daughter and then Sage happened. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. And they are pretty similar. You know, they are peas in a pod in a way, but... I don't know. I'm not gonna say never, but I'm thinking currently it's not the current direction of things. There's no good reason for it. Well, I'm basically guaranteed that I'm going to die to Oil Man if I don't die here to Cut Man, given how little health I have left, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. Ow, you bastard. You threw it a second time. Yeah, the X games also do have that kind of just inherent inconsistency of like, well, yeah, we need to murk all the robots, but X is gonna be a little whiny about it and then make it into mechanics? Yeah. There's a reason why nobody likes X7. I definitely did that on purpose and definitely didn't just, like, zone out while trying to talk to chat. X has no compassion for Mavericks until he does have compassion for Mavericks. And then we get Mega Man X7, and we can mostly pretend that that game didn't happen. If anybody, and honestly, if anybody says Mavericks like a slur, that would be Zero. Zero says Mavericks like a fucking slur all the time, being like, "You must be a Maverick," and it's just like, oh my god, Zero, like, calm down. All I said is that, like, you know, all I said is that this restaurant's prices are outrageous, bro. I'm not gonna fucking, you know, cause a robot revolution here, dude. This is not my best Oil Man fight. Need to actually focus here. Fucker. That's always the roughest position to be in, when it's like, okay, Oil Man is like shooting Oil Slider very like midway across the screen, and then he might actually jump. Like, that can really throw off your positioning. And he also, if he really wants to do that, jumping halfway across, back across the screen again too, it doesn't help things. He's like actively choosing the correct move that has the highest likelihood of success like 4 times in a row? What is this shit? I died to Oil Man twice. I'm dying to Oil Man twice. Yeah, bungling the cycle of violence before The Last of Us 2. Keanu and Walt's with fan-made games, Comic Wily Daughters. We also got, was it Disco in Mega Man RPG Prototype, which I played a while ago. Disco is a fun character, although she didn't really get much lore development given, you know, the nature of the fan game. Although, I don't know, is Disco canon? I forgot. No, I think she was original. Her and Tempo for Cossack. Alright, let's lock in on Oil Man. Let's not let him get a 3rd victory over us. As long as he stops jumping halfway across the screen again, he's very manageable. Uh-oh, I put myself in a bad position here. Uh-oh. This is a bad one. Okay, good. We took the right gamble. Okay, I see. So if I'm not controlling the middle of the stage very well, I should actually just jump over the 3rd one with, like, full gusto and get back into the middle of the stage so that way I can control the next volley. And also, if he decides to jump over me, then, you know, just jump straight across the screen. I have plenty of room to work with. Good strategy notes. Oh shit, I ran right at him. I think I should have gotten hit there. There we go. Alright, still on pretty good pace. Oh, I've also, I could talk about this. For anybody not in the know, I participated in in a Megaman randomizer event in the Bad at Video Games Discord server. It was my first time actually, it was part of a broad multi-world archipelago event where everybody in the server was playing different games and had their items kind of cross-linked between different everybody else's save file. I participated by playing Mega Man 2 and X1. It was good fun. I'm kind of hooked on archipelagos now for Mega Man. I really, really enjoy them. Because they just kind of scratch the itch of like, well, you're going in a very weird order with a very unusual weapon set, or, you know, potential item set. Like, how are you going to make do without, say, like, the leg parts in Launch Octopus's stage? Or, like, maybe you just really will need to get... Maybe, like, your arm parts are in, like, Sigma 3, one of the refights. You need to go and find them. You're not going to have the Charge Buster for most of the game. Like, it's a really cool, you know, system to go and do and, like, hop between. It creates really cool, interesting little scenarios.
Yo, Sparky!
Sparky?
You're a top-notch robot, right? That makes me quite happy. Not as well built as my glorious self. But I
That's right, you
suppose I
tell
can
him.
see the resemblance.
He's a mirror image of you. He sucks.
Can I imitate that conceited tone? I'll finish you at lightning speed.
Um,
Something like that?
But I can also definitely say we will... I could definitely say I'm going to eventually be hosting archipelago randomizers in the Discord server at some point. I think, you know, maybe sometime this year I'll give it a test with probably Grim, just to make sure it works. But then, you know, we can get everybody in the server, choose a game, and just, you know, just play it out. You know, someone chooses fucking Majora's Mask or something. We get a couple of Mega Man games going on in the mix, and we all just have a fun community bonding experience looking for each other's items and being held back by the fact that somebody just hasn't found, you know, your Spingle for like a solid hour. Jump. Now he's gonna stand there. Okay, jump again, or lightning. Okay, in the jump phase. Lightning. Oh, LechMan, you love your lightning. Jump too early. Damn. Almost perfect. Oh god, we are doing 1 damage to each other. The slowest LechMan fight. There we go. Imagine doing an archipelago with the first 6 X games, having 6 people all focus on a game each. You'd obviously do X6. Yeah, no, that'd be really fun. It's kind of a shame that currently there's only 3, the first 3 SNES games are actually stable in the archipelago. I think I saw an X4 being worked on, but it was marked as very unstable, so it's not ready for that, and I don't think anybody's bothered touching X5 or X6. I mean, okay, fuck's sake. Can we imagine what an X5 archipelago would look like with all of your items shuffled around everywhere? And everyone else's items shuffled around everywhere? Like, you would have to do a serious rework to the game to make it so that way you don't have shit hidden behind, like, the horrid parts system. You know? Because it would just be miserable if it's like, well, okay, this person's key item is stuck behind this part, but this person's key item is stuck behind the other part that I have to make the same choice for. I literally can't, you know, everybody literally can't beat their game until I beat my game and release all the items in my game. It would be... X5 would be a miserable, miserable task to code to be able to participate in a multi-world randomizer. And then X6 is very much like, well, you would have to make it so that way, you know, nightmare viruses can't permanently delete important Reploid rescues by virtue of mere grabbing them. Also, I made the jump first try. Hell yes. We are good at powered up now, TM. Says X6 Viral Nightmare is gonna be a better remake. Yeah, that's another one of those ones I saw. I'm like, this looks cool as hell. I'm still not holding my breath until I see like a, you know, until I see that download link, because Mega Man projects have a very high tendency to be making great progress and then fall off the face of the earth. But it should be cool.
Warning!
The Archipelago's also kind of gotten... Well, hold on, let me let them talk.
Genius. It's the only mistake I've made in my life.
Ha! Get ready for some truly enlightening shock therapy.
That was probably LowTierElecMan's weakest line. That kind of sucks. You didn't even have a good comeback. Everybody else had a much better line. Oh well. Something else the Archipelago I do like about it is the fact that since you can turn on all pickups, well, all preset item pickups, like, all the ones that are just deliberately placed in the stage to, like, be people's item checks, it's like you actually have to explore more of the stages and, like, you know, sometimes cool bonus items that are normally total bonus that you would not pick up in a normal playthrough, you actually should go out of your way for and investigate a little bit. It's cool. Because imagine, sometimes it's like, well, I mean, I was explicitly in this scenario when I was participating in the, in that server event. Somebody's, like, last key item for, inscription was, locked behind, the 1-up at the very beginning of Quickman stage that requires item 1 or item 3, or any of the items to get. But I didn't have any of the items. I had to wait for somebody else to go and find one of them. So... it's like, especially when you're playing with multiple people, it's very funny to be like, oh shit, this guy, I cannot wait for Crash to go pick up, like, this one random health pickup in Flashman stage, and it's like, haha, sorry, I actually need Crash Bomb for that. And Proto's holding that one hostage, so... better luck better luck tomorrow! Ooh, thank you for the free damage, Dr. Wily. Oh no. Not the rolling cutters, please, Dr. Wily. You know that I'm bad at dodging these. Speaking of difficult to dodge, big hitboxes go. Fuck. He's on this shit again. Ooh, I dodged it. I am waiting for the inevitable oil cannon, and for that to do a significant dent in my health. Oh, time slow again? Wily, you're so generous today. Huh, and Gutsman. Nice. A couple of free hits. Nice. Oh, no, here's the oil cannon. Fuck. Alright. Good thing I kind of learned how to dodge this a little bit. Not perfect, but at least I'm not getting assaulted. And he is down in one try, too. Wily usually takes me at least 2 tries in this game. Just to get used to, like, oh, right, that attack really kills me.
This calls for a temporary
Record time, yeah, that was 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think Cutman might have been about as fast. Not sure which one was faster.
I promise to be good. I'm a changed man. I said I promise. Please don't hurt me.
Ah, success.
Naturally.
It tastes good. Stretch. And we get to watch LowTierElecMan's credits. And I won't touch a button on accident this time. Actually, like Vile's simple arc, desperate to prove himself as what he is. Not until he's killed everyone who could have helped him on his deathbed does he realize, you are you. Yeah, his simple arc in Maverick Hunter X is real nice, honestly. Yeah, it could have been way overcomplicated, but instead they basically just went down the base route. And, yeah, Vile's much better as a base analog than anything else. Because I mean, shit. It's all he really wanted in the first place was just being like, haha, X, you suck. You are just like a little wimp, and I'm going to crush you like a bug in my hands. And yeah, he got to live out that dream until, you know, oh god, a charge shot, and then, you know, he got inexplicably ended. Hate that you like Vile more than X. I mean, I only don't like Vile more than X just because Vile's barely there. He's just kind of a side character in a couple games, and he's pretty one-note and one-dimensional. I mean, X is at least trying to consider the morality of what he's doing, even if he goes kind of off as whiny because of it, but I don't know, I still kind of like X. Mechanically, Vile is interesting, and he's got some broken weapons that are definitely fun, but I think X's gameplay was more fun for me, honestly. I mean, hell, I'm not even a dash fiend, but, like, I just like the fact that X has, you know, weapons that don't give him startup and end lag, and all feel very powerful. Whereas, you know, Vile has really good weapons, but, you know, they almost all come with some kind of strong cost associated with them. And it makes for fun gameplay, fun, challenging gameplay, but it does also kind of mean that, like, yeah, Vile's just inherently lower tier than X, you know? Now, I do like playing as X way more than Zero in basically all the games that they're available. Except X8, they're pretty equal there. It's like Zero...
Megaman, powered up!
In the PS1 games, Zero hits like a wet noodle, and then X7 happened, and he hits like an even wetter noodle. And then X8 happens, and he's good. Well, X6 doesn't hit like a wet noodle, but, you know, X6 is a fun game that is also a disaster. So, you know. Vile's a certified hater, you love him for it? Yeah, he's got one goal and he's gonna go for it. As much of a jerk as Base was? Yeah, Base, and maybe even a little bit more. Base didn't have the power to just, you know, truly flat out go and kill. Vile was, Vile had that. Vile had that ambition. Well, I guess Base did too. I mean, he had his DLC spin-off game, and Base. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, they're about as equal as haters, honestly. Honestly, like, I like that Base even more has just the, in an era where robots should not have complete and total free will, does have the free will to say, I hate this old man that is my master. I'm gonna destroy all of his other robots so that way I can be the strongest robot. It's pretty neat. Speaking of pretty neat, that was LowTierElecMan. That was our last Robot Master character to play. All we have left next week is Megaman Charge on hard mode, just to kind of, you know, provide a nice cap on things, see how much I've improved at the game. Yeah. LowTierElecMan. Fun. Aight, you're done. See you, we'll be wrapping up here soon anyways. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much to talk about outside of, you know, we could talk about, Base and Vile for a little bit, but, you know, I guess I might as well say now, it's a good time to remember to, if you like the content, please be sure to like the video, and, you know, maybe subscribe if you're the cool like that, and maybe leave comments and stuff too, because that does help me, you know, get in the algorithm, get in people's search bars, and given that it's a new year and I haven't streamed for 2 weeks, YouTube's algorithm might be a little bit like, where is this guy? He might be dead. Let's just shut his channel down. So, you know, I appreciate any support you want to give. There's also Discord if you want to come hang out with us, because we play games there pretty often. We watch movies like TMNT and Street Fighter occasionally, and maybe some other TV shows and stuff as well. And yeah, it's generally just a pretty cool place to hang out, so thanks for enjoying the content, and if you're gonna go, you know, I'll see you next stream. We're doing Doom tomorrow. Brim will be joining me for the start of Plutonia. Fun. And then I'll be doing chemistry stuff on Thursday, reacting to some chemistry videos, so sounds like good content. I'll see you around again. Have a good one, Jethawk. Have a good food. Probably MVC. Cool. I can maybe hang for a little bit. I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule, like, better. Again, now that I have the kind of a fresh start this year. Last year, I was maybe going to bed a little bit too late and not getting enough sleep as a result for work. Maybe I could try going to bed earlier. Although I haven't heard any power washing happening yet, so maybe they haven't started yet, and I won't be able to go to bed until later anyways, so we'll see. But yeah, Mega was the OG Maverick thanks to America. Yeah, Wily. Yeah, the whole Mega Man 7 incident happened in the English ROM. Which, you know, I mean, it's basically the same thing happened in canon between the Japanese and American versions. The only difference is that the American version, you know, Mega Man gives a speech as if he was about to go through with it, whereas in the Japanese version, he just kind of stands there silently remembering, like, fuck, I am a robot. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Mega Man was almost the guy who originally just went and said, hey, you know what? I'm actually going to put all these guys in the ground. I'm going to put this old man in the ground. He deserves it. Okay. Throat. Itchy. Scratchy. I am more than a robot. I am... Yeah, I don't really know too much Linkara. I just know the Oni plays kind of laughing about Linkara. I almost have been Thara. I'm thinking of Baldur's Gate too much. Alright. I think that's a good place to end things for the night. A little bit shorter of a stream than usual, but we'll have time tomorrow to probably play Doom for a little bit longer than I should, so... I'm gonna call it here. Have a good night, everybody. I'll talk to you on Discord or the next time I stream, and I hope you have a good night. See ya.